Bihari. Jaya Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Janavallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Janavallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Bhajanarandana Yashodanandana Bhajanarandana Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. O my Lord, the all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayet. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, One should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead Narayan, unto Naranarayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. By regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to pure devotees, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed. And loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. I was born in the darkest of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him.
Asked for the Bhagavatam class Zoom.
I shared. Okay, so we are reading today from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1st, Chapter 17, verse 35 and 36. I'll cover. Sutta Uvacha Parikshitevam Adishta Sakalirjatave Putaho Tam Udyatam Simahedam Dandapanim Ivodyatam Parikshitevamam Adishta Sakalirjatave Putu Tam Udyatasimadhedam Dandapanim Ivodyatam Parikshitevam Adishta Sakalirjatave Patuh Tam Udyatasimadhedam Dandapanim Ivodyatam. You want to say more? Synonyms together. Sutta Uvacha, Sri Sutta Goswami said, Parikshita by Parikshit Maharaj. Evam, thus, Adishta, being ordered, Sa, he, Kali, the personality of Godhead, Jata, there was, Vepatu, trembling, Tam, him, Udyata, raised, Asim, sword, Aha, said, Idam, thus, Dandapanim, Yamaraj, the personality of death, Eva, like, Udyatam, almost ready. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Sri Sutta Goswami said, the personality of Kali, thus being ordered by Maharaj Parikshit, began to tremble in fear. Seeing the king before him like Yamaraj, ready to kill him, Kali spoke to the king as follows. The king was ready to kill the personality of Kali at once, as soon as he disobeyed his order. Otherwise, the king had no objection to allowing him to prolong his life. The personality of Kali also, after attempting to get rid of the punishment in various ways, decided that he must surrender unto him, and thus he began to tremble in fear of his life. The king or the executive head must be so strong as to stand before the personality of Kali like the personality of death, Yamaraj. The king's order must be obeyed, otherwise, the culprit's life is in risk. That is the way to rule the personalities of Kali, who create disturbance in the normal life of the state citizens. We'll read the 36 verse and then I'll go only one time this verse. Kaliruvacha यत्र क्व वाथ वत्स्यामि सार्वभौम तवाज्ञया लक्ष्ये तत्र तत्रापि त्वाम् आत्तेषु शरासनम्. Synonyms. Kali Uvacha, the personality of Kali said, Yatra, anywhere, Kva, and everywhere, Va, either, Atha, thereof, Vatsyami, I shall reside, Sarvabhauma, O Lord or Emperor of the earth, Tava, your, Adnyaya, by the order, Lakshaye, I see, Tatra Tatra, anywhere and everywhere, Api, also, Tvam, your majesty, Atta, taken over, Ishu, arrows, Sharasanam, bows. Translation. O your majesty, though I may live anywhere and everywhere, under your order, I shall but see you with bow and arrows wherever I look. Purport. The personality of Kali could see that Maharaj Parikshit was the emperor of all lands all over the world, and thus anywhere he might live, he would have to meet with the same mood of the king. The personality of Kali was meant for mischief, and Maharaj Parikshit was meant for subduing all kinds of mischief mongers, especially the personality of Kali. It is better, therefore, for the personality of Kali to have been killed by the king then and there instead of being killed elsewhere. He was, after all, a surrendered soul before the king, and it was for the king to do what was required. We all know the here the pastime is going that Parikshit Maharaj has seen that there is one personality uh, uh, who is dressed like a king initially, but he is actually a Shudra and he is hurting a cow and a bull. And then, as a king of the world, as an executive member of the family, so he decided to punish that personality who is none other than Kali. So in the previous verse, Srila Prabhupada and Sutta Goswami is telling that so Maharaj Parikshit, when first of all Maharaj Parikshit asked Kali, right, that to leave from here, to leave this land. But here we see that in the second verse, the 36th verse, we see that Kali is saying that, where will I go? This whole land belongs to you. Now the Kali Yuga is about to start. So it is said that, or I heard that, like it is the um, Lord's arrangement to have these yugas one after another. So according to time, the personalities start coming and going. So just like when uh, there was a pastime I heard about Lord Ram. So in Treta Yuga, when there was a time that Treta Yuga was about to end, that time the personality of time himself came disguised as a Brahmana in the palace of Lord Ram to remind him that, my lord, your time is now done on this earthly planet, your pastimes. You need to wrap up so that the next Yuga can start taking over. So he came and he reminded the Lord, and that's how the Lord then wrapped up his pastimes. He sent first all the Ayodhya Vasis to the back to Godhead. Then he sent like Lakshman went, and like all the Sugriva and all the those people also went, and then Lord Ram also through the Sarayu river he ended his like he wrapped up his pastimes, and then he ordered Hanuman to stay till the end of this kalpa, to serve. So, so time to time, there is it has been decided, okay, when the things are going to happen. So, same way, when Krishna has left this planet, that time only the symptoms of Kali were started to see. It was not like, oh, Kali entered when Parikshit Maharaj was there. So somewhere the symptoms were started. And that's how the Pandavas could understand that, oh, something bad has happened. And then they got to know that already Krishna has left the planet. And they decided that we will also leave by making Parikshit as the king. And after that, so it was Lord's arrangement that now Kali Yuga has to progress in this world, so that the atheist people or the people who are demoniac but they came as a human beings should get punished according to their karma. And that's why it was necessary at the same time for Kali Yuga to progress. But Parikshit Maharaj, being a pure devotee of the Lord, we can see his power. So here in the purport, Prabhupada says that the king or the executive head must be so strong as to stand before the personality of Kali as the personality of death, Yamaraj. So nowadays, if we see that everybody is dancing on the orders of Kali, uh, who is the instrument of Maya Devi or who is the instrument of Lord, to make sure that who is insincere or who is demoniac, they must be ruled out or they must be separated from the sincere, so that the sincere people can go back home back to Godhead and the insincere people continue in this cycle. So, but that time when Parikshit Maharaj was there, he was so strong that he has the ability to punish the personality of Kali also. And what was the Kali's uh, reaction to that? That first of all, what he tried to get rid of punishment, as we all see in this, like Prabhuji was sharing one time, right? So suppose we do something wrong, the first reaction is ours, oh, how can I get rid of this thing? How can I get rid of punishment? Or how can I escape of this karma? That is the first thought comes in our heart. The same, and it shows that this is nothing but the thought process of personality of Kali also. And when he saw that, oh, there is no alternative, either I have to die or I have to surrender. So he chose the option, okay, let me surrender. So that is how the all the Kali Yuga entities are designed. First we try, okay, let me escape. When we see that, oh, I cannot escape, yes, okay, let me surrender. And that is how we see here. But I when I was contemplating yesterday, I read this purport and I was thinking like, okay, what can be spoken on this, or what can be understood, or what can be learned from these two shlokas. So when I was contemplating, I got a thought that when Prabhupada is saying that Parikshit Maharaj is strong, so what was the strength of Parikshit Maharaj? Was his strength that he belonged to the Pandava family, or was his strength that he himself was a great devotee of the Lord? So sometimes I feel like you may sometimes belong to a family which is uh, from the standard of like um, social concepts, or the devotional concept is very great, but not necessary that you can imbibe the same qualities unless you yourself are that a great soul. So the example coming to my mind was like, when we see the example of Narkasura or Bhaumasura, he was the son of Lord himself, but because of his association and the qualities he carry, uh, Lord himself came and killed him. But the same time, when we see the Parikshit Maharaj, though he belonged to the, and for that matter, like there are many, like Ashwathama, who was son of Dronacharya, or Duryodhana, who also belonged to the Kuru dynasty. So all those were great souls, but not necessary that if you are born in a family of a great soul, that means you are a great soul. Unless you imbibe those qualities, or unless you pick up those things, uh, you can't be the only, just like Krishna says, right? Brahmanas can't be decided by the birth, it is decided by your activities. So same way, a great soul is not decided by their birth. It is decided by uh, their karma, their consciousness, their activities. So when I was thinking, like, Parikshit Maharaj, he had that much of the devotional strength also, that though Kali Yuga has already started little bit here and there, because of Parikshit Maharaj was present on the earthly planet, he couldn't progress. That's why he had to beg, like, give me some place where I can go. And when Parikshit Maharaj told him, okay, go in the places where there are four illicit or four prohibited things are happening, like meat eating, gambling, then his response was, oh, there is no such place. When you are ruling on this earthly planet, I have to find such place, but there is no such place. So give me something else. Then Parikshit Maharaj said, okay, you can live into, anybody know? Gold is, yeah. So when I was hearing that, a shloka comes to my or purport from the Bhagavad Gita, where Srila Prabhupada says that for a pure devotee, the mm, the diamonds are like stones, and the gold is like a yellow stool, you know. So, but nowadays, if you see that people are mad after that only. So it came to my mind just so we see that that was the strength of Parikshit Maharaj, that because of his pure devotion, even the Kali couldn't progress. So Lord had to made arrangement in such a way that where Parikshit Maharaj offends a Vaishnava, and he get cursed to die in a 7 day. So that Kali Yuga can progress. And at the same time, we see that the another thing was coming to my mind, like, but when we say that Lord is very kind, how can we understand Lord is very kind? That doesn't matter, just like the parents, doesn't matter what kind of bad activity or what kind of thing the son or the daughter does. They're always, they may get angry sometime, they may punish, but they never lost their love for them. Superficially, you see that, oh, they are punishing, they are getting angry, but inside their heart, the love is still there. So same is with the Lord. Doesn't matter when Lord says, oh, the people or the living entities in Kali Yuga are demoniac and they should get punished. But still, Lord made sure that somehow or other they should come to me. And that's why he made an arrangement of speaking Bhagavatam by making Parikshit Maharaj as instrument. So that the people like me, who are really like, if we see our past, we understand that it was the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and the the Acharya Parampara, uh, who Krishna has sent to liberate the souls like us. That's why, like, when Srila Prabhupada was asked, right, by his disciples that, Prabhupada, what was our qualification? Prabhupada said, I made your qualification. So that means we don't carry any qualification. It was the qualification given to us. So when something is given to us, that doesn't belong to us. So there I was thinking that, like, so Krishna made sure that though he want to punish the living entities who are coming into the Kali Yuga for their karma, they had to suffer, but still he made arrangement that somehow or other they should come back to him in some birth or other birth. So that's why it is said that like um, three things are very powerful, like Bhakta Pada Dhulyara, Bhakta Pada Jal, Bhakta Pada Avashesha, Tinu Mahabal. So it is said that somewhere in some life we may have get at least a shadow of a pure devotee must have fallen on us, or like we must be an ant, and something, a dust of pure devotees feet must have touched us. And that's how, like, Krishna made so many arrangements that all the living entities, doesn't matter which birth you are in, they get mercy somehow or other, and one day they go home, go back to God. And we said, doesn't matter, like, whether you say demons, whether you say human beings, whether you say animals, everybody is a recipient of Krishna's mercy. Unless somebody wants to, like Prabhupada says, that the sun is shining everywhere. It is not like sun is say, oh, I don't want to shine on this part of the world, or I don't want to shine on that person. he is freely giving sunshine. But if somebody says, "Oh no, I want to go into the cave where there is a dark and sun rays cannot reach," then nobody can help that person unless there is a pure devotee who goes down that cave and brings that person by the hand. No, come out. It's not good for you. So that is the mercy, and there the point comes like that's why the devotees of Krishna are much more merciful than Krishna. And sometimes, so we approach devotee than directly Krishna. Because Krishna will not say, okay, I will give you what you want or anything. Krishna says, okay, according to your karma, you will get. If you want to come to me, you surrender. And just how, that's why the another thing is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, came as a devotee. Because only a devotee can understand the pain the living entities are going through this world. And when they understand, they can share that mercy of Krishna with them. And the devotees like Parikshit Maharaj always becomes an instrument for this message to spread. Whether it is a Bhagavatam message, whether it is a message of Chaitanya Charitamrita or the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the devotees are the one who Krishna makes the instrument to spread this message. In the second verse also Prabhupada is saying the same thing that so when Parikshit when Kali asked that okay there is no place for me to go because he could understand the mood of the Parikshit Maharaj that oh as long as Parikshit Maharaj is there doesn't matter this whole land belongs to him. If I go any corner of the world and if I do any mischief I will see Parikshit Maharaj who will be there standing in front of me to punish me. So then he did a smart move and said, okay, let me surrender unto him. And now we'll see in the coming verses that what decision Parikshit Maharaj takes because he is the surrender soul. And we know that, right? Like in the olden days, where is the surrender soul? The king never used to punish them or kill them. They used to give them the appropriate um, award based on their actions or when they understand that okay, he's a surrender soul so they used to guide them accordingly. So same happens with the Kali now going ahead. So yeah, if that's all I have to share. If anything anyone has anything, Prabhu, you have something to share.
Um, just one minor detail with the story you told about Prabhupada. He said, I gave you your good fortune.
Mm.
The qualification is, like you said,
Mm.
if the light's there, you want to take it or you don't. Our qualification is if we sincerely want it.
Yeah.
But he gave us the fortune of we have the choice to take it.
Yes.
To take whatever he gave, whatever he's given.
Yes.
Yeah, I just was thinking, yeah, it's interesting, what you were saying is like all the arrangements are made for if Maharaj Krish sits around, Kali can't come in, so then he gets cursed and then Kali comes in and the ages just keep degrading and we see that it seems that the avatars whenever they leave it's the end of that yuga and the next yuga begins. So Ramachandra, what's at the end of Treta Yuga?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like near to the end, not
Yeah.
exactly the end. Just like when Krishna left, it was not like Kali immediately started. It like slowly start picking up symptoms.
Yeah.
So same way, like when it was time for Lord Ramchandra to wrap up his pastimes, the time personified came and he told. And then Lord Ramchandra first, just like Krishna first sent all Vrajvasis to first back home, back to Godhead. He made sure, okay, all his people,
Yeah.
then all the Dwarkavasis, they all died, whoever came from the heavenly planet. They went back to their places so that they can resume their duties. And then Krishna himself left. So whoever comes with the Lord to participate in his pastime, Lord first sent all of them. So same way in Lord Ramchandra pastime also, he first sent all the Ayodhya then he sent the Sugriva and all the monkeys, and Lakshman also went. And at the end, then he hand over his all the ruling to the Love and Kush, his son, and then he left. Then they also ruled for some time, and then that's how but and that's how we Prabhupada says right in Bhagavatam it comes like how the how Love and Kush went into the Europe side. I think that thing is there,
Yeah,
it's a
that's where
long
all the different groups went.
different group. Yeah, yeah. So yes. So
That's interesting.
and then the another thing, like I was listening to in a lecture that how the Kali Yuga is progress, and that's how Lord made arrangement. Like when Lord, uh, when Kali was progressing, each time, it's like Prabhuji was sharing. One. So each time, like Lord has to, like suppose, see, Kali is also ultimately the servant of the Lord. He is not like, okay, I'm coming and I'm independent. Ultimately, just like we see that Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha was also serving the Lord in a different mode. So same way, Kali is also servant of the Lord, but to give that um, speed, Krishna only gave that speed, and Krishna only stopped. Nothing in this world, not a blade of grass without his will. So that is how, like, because when Shankaracharya also came, so if you see that, like time to time, Lord has taken and either himself he came, or he made one of his pure devotee as an instrument to make sure that the things are progressing in the Kali also. So that's where I was thinking, like, like how, but at the same time, Lord made sure that, okay, and that's why, we hear that, Kali Yuga is worshipped by the all great personalities. It is another thing because whatever is we are achieving in this Kali Yuga. Recently, I was listening to my Maharaj's class, Guru Maharaj class, and he was saying that uh, if you sincerely practice what has given by Srila Prabhupada, sincerely, exactly the way he said, whatever the the sages in the previous yuga used to achieve in thousands of years by doing tapasya, yajna, all those things, can be achieved in one birth in Kali. But you really need that sincerity. And just like we hear that, like Krishna doesn't see your action, Krishna sees your intention. And another thing, like, was coming to my mind when I was, thinking about this, like, I was thinking Ram Navami is coming. So I was thinking, okay, what drama we can do? And recently we were discussing with Prabhuji that um, the measure of mercy which Krishna is doing on somebody is not how much service that person is doing. That is not equally proportionate. Oh, this much service and this much mercy. No. It is all depend on your consciousness. Just like the story of Hanuman and the squirrel. And I think that is the most relevant story I always feel like, because Hanuman was lifting the mountains and squirrel was kicking or the putting small pebbles. So if we compare, Hanuman is doing a very great service and squirrel is doing the pebble. Somebody just if somebody compares the amount of service, then it is incomparable. But if we compare the amount of service along with amount of strength and sincerity they have, then both are equal. So the major is not only the service, the major is your intention and your capacity. So my Guru Maharaj said, like, you give your 100%. Not necessary that somebody else is doing this much, so he's getting more mercy, and somebody is doing less, so he's getting less mercy. No. If that person is giving their 100%, the mercy both are receiving is equal, because both of them are giving their 100%. So that's why Krishna says in internal consciousness, not the external things you are doing. Yeah, that's all. Okay, done.
It's the same with, when people first come to Krishna consciousness, or let's say they had a bad habit, like a smoking habit, and they come, they used to smoke 5 packs a day, and now they smoke one. And someone was saying, you smoke cigarettes. I used to smoke 5 packs. I'm working my way down. And then you may have somebody who's never smoked their whole life. They don't have the habits, but they're always committing offenses and, they're doing things mechanically. that person who smokes might have better consciousness. They might
Exactly.
be more sincere and nicer to the devotees. They're trying their hardest, like they've gotten down to. And it's not easy with smoking to get down
Yes.
when you smoke that much and to bring it down. It's such a monumental thing. So it's impressive, but if you look at it, like you said, externally, and you just see that person's smoking, that person's not, so they're in the better camp, but not
No, it's not.
necessarily. So
Yeah.
you never know. Krishna is in the heart, knowing everyone's sincerity. And, you can often tell by people's mood towards everybody, how they treat them,
Mm.
not necessarily the external troubles that they have.
Exactly. That's why, sometimes I really feel um, so much grateful, and like I really feel so much respect, like my heart flows with respect for all our local devotees who come, because we are born in that tradition. From like from our birth, from our childhood, we have seen this thing, bowing down, taking aartis and offering food, and like it's for us, it's like a routine. It is something like, okay, no, we are doing something, no. But for a person who has born and brought up in a totally different atmosphere, and when he comes and when he bows down with devotion, how much it takes. It really takes that. It's not easy to go against mind. Your mind is just like our mind is there, their mind is also there. But when they go and when they come, I really feel like, okay, so I pray, like, Krishna, like they are much more better than who we are, because we though we spent so many years in this thing, for us these things are not that important, and that thing, or we we started understanding importance very late. But they, by belonging to different culture, the way they adapted things is much more quicker, because the people who are coming, everybody, I'm sure, like the what we say, that the oldest person in Krishna consciousness, according to years, is 3.5 year, not even 4. And still they are, like so much dedicated, and so much like many our local Tuesday people, who comes, all of them are very sincere, whenever like any help needed, anything, according to their capacity, according to their circumstance, lifestyle, they come, they help, they take prasad, and not easy for them. Because when I see the life of people here, I really feel like, for our, like, especially as the Indian people, our always conception, okay, 9 to 5 job, that's all. We don't think about shifting, or like, okay, there are some night jobs, night duties. But here lifestyle is very different. But by managing those things, if they are coming and doing bhakti, they are much more advanced, and they are, like, I'm sure Krishna is more grateful to them, because I feel, um, when it is said, right, when you are in a comfortable position, when you do something, you make progress, but very little progress. But when you are in uncomfortable situation, when still you do things, that time you make more progress, and that time you are pleasing Krishna. So yeah, I'm just grateful to association of all of you, Prabhu. When I see you as, my many respects and Dandavatas, it's not easy. Like, though we are born in that tradition, when it comes to give our life to Krishna, there's a scare. Oh, really? Can we do that?
Everyone has it scared.
Yeah, but no. So I'm grateful. Thank you so much, Guruji. Thank you so much, Mataji. Yes, Pranam. Hare Krishna. Anybody has anything to ask, share online on Zoom?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Mataji, Hare Krishna, Dandar Pranam,
Thank
Mataji.
you for the nice class.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Uh, I think 2 3 weeks back I was listening to a lecture.
Hmm.
So one interesting point I heard is that, can you mute Mataji? Otherwise, like my voice is. Um, I listened to a lecture. One nice point I liked is that we have to be grateful to the people who are coming to the temple, because they are giving their time to listen to our lectures, and they are letting us to, they are having the prasadam that we are offering it to them. It is like we have to grateful to them, because they are coming and accepting the prasadam that we are giving it to them. and they are spending their, it's like weekdays also, weekends also, people have so many other things to do, right? But still they are coming there and listening to the class for 1 hour, and after that they are joining the arati for some time, after that they are having prashad. Only for those three things also we have to be very grateful to them. That is one new thing I learned recently. I thought I'll just share. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for sharing, Mataji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for joining. We'll end here. Vanchakalpatarubhyaścha kripa sindhubhyavascha patitanam Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnavindra ki jai. Dhanavad pranam, Prabhuji.